are going live, and let me start the go live. Waiting. Can you hear that? We're waiting. I see us on Facebook. I see us on LinkedIn. Wait a minute, LinkedIn. Here we go. Okay, let's go to the music.
On Read My Lips
Wrong
Radio.
show. There we go. Answer me. Start the recording. We're good. Happy birthday! It's my day. Not mine yet. Not his either. Special way. 9. Smile. Celebrating you. So much style. Can't even stand it. He's dancing. Look at this. I just met this man in the parking lot and he's dancing. Thank you to the Suno Orchestra. I'm Bonnie D. Happy to be here. Let me stop the music. There we go. My orchestra works so hard. I'm Bonnie D. and I'm happy to welcome a new co-host to my show today. It's Aaron A. Allsbrook, Allsbrook. And Aaron, before I start, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and why are you here? Talk to me.
Yeah, quickly said, I'm Aaron Allsbrook. I'm CTO and co-founder here at Clearblade, and I love things that are IoT related, edge related, and digital twin related. That's my work life, and right now I do a lot of high school basketball life related as well. So I deep in two
Wow.
sides of the world.
You want to do a shout out to whoever high school basketball you're doing? Is there a
Oh,
person?
oh yeah, I've got David Allsbrook and Harper Allsbrook, boys and girls on both teams this year. So it's a big
Very
time.
nice. Very nice. Shout out to your kids. Okay, I'm going to get us started. It's time to cheer, to toast, to woo. It's October 1st. Happy birthday to you and to you and to you. With Bonnie D on her scarlet mic, serving fame and flair with just the right spike. And joining me now with co-hosting Flair is Aaron A. with charm to spare. You didn't even know that, Aaron. Celebrities and stars from screen to stream. We didn't say the movie Scream. I don't know if anybody's on that. And social media darlings who are living the dream. A lot of them are very young, but they have dreams. Plus oddball holidays and music history lore. Let's light the candles. Not near the computer, I told you. And happy wishes galore. So buckle up, darling. A fun show is in store. Happy birthday to you is lighting up October 1st with glam, bam, and more. I'm going to kick us off with music and other history. I snuck one in here, Aaron, and we're going to take turns reading. So did you know that today in 1908, the Ford Model T automobile went on sale for about, at the time, $825. Do you know anybody who bought one, Aaron?
I don't know anyone who bought one, and I don't know anyone who could afford one at the time. Goodness gracious.
And do you know what your colleague Eric told me today, Eric Simone?
What'd he say?
He told me that the next, or somebody else on my show this morning told me that the Ford Model T was recalled the next day. You've got the next one. What do we got in the
Let's
lineup?
do it. 13-year-old in 1935, 13-year-old Judy Garland signs with MGM and goes on to star in a number of hit films, including Meet Me in St. Louis, Easter Parade, and The Wizard of Oz, of course.
Oh, Dorothy
Dorothy.
Gale
No
and the
place like
Wizard
home.
of No Place Like Home. Oh, she was quite the star, quite the lady. Saucy dame, if I can say so. 1965, we're jumping ahead 30 years. At a concert at Carnegie Hall, Bob Dylan introduced his new band. Formerly Ronnie Hawkins' backup band called the Hawks, they were soon renamed The Band. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No, I did not know that. I'll
Okay.
say, though, that in 1965, that same year, the Byrds, one of my father's favorite bands, recorded Turn, 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 and that was released today. It will become their second number one hit and their final top 10 entry.
You're really good at this, Aaron. You've got that
Really?
announcer
Yeah, this is
voice.
the
Oh, yeah.
radio
Oh,
face.
yeah. I got
Yeah.
to bring you back. No, the voice of leave that one alone. In 1962, we're going. Oh, I got the years all mixed up here.
Oh, going backwards.
1962, Surfin' Safari, the Beach Boys' debut album, is released and includes their debut single, Surfin'. I think they had the word surfin' or surfin' in about four of their certain titles of their first 5 or 6 songs. The album climbed to number 32 in the US, which was pretty good in 1962. You have something else that happened on this day in 62. What is
Yep, yep. I don't know if they were as cool as the Beach Boys, but Johnny Carson's Tonight Show debuted. Johnny's theme song was written by Paul Anka, but
Ah,
as part of the deal, Carson wrote some of the lyrics that were published but never used. But it earned him half of all the royalties for the 30 years the show aired. So pretty good deal to sneak in just a few words into your theme song that might not get used.
he must have had some pretty good lawyers to. Can you imagine?
Seriously.
We weren't talking about intellectual property back in
No, he
62.
knew
Not
it was before it was going.
Yeah, somebody said to him, "You
Mm,
got to get your label on that song." So I remember Paul Anka. He had some wonderful songs, and one of the best ones was Diana. Stay with
mm,
me, Diana. You're way too young to
mm.
remember that. Let's move ahead and get me out of embarrassing land here. 1966, Jimi Hendrix made his UK stage debut. He jumped on stage to jam with Cream at London Polytechnic. I bet that made quite a splash for Hendrix and for Cream. What do you think?
Probably so. And I think what Hendrix and Joplin were both at Woodstock. So I'm gonna follow up with 1970. Janis Joplin recorded a cappella track Mercedes-Benz. Her final studio recording, which is included on her posthumous Pearl album. She
Hmm.
also recorded a funny or goofy version of Happy Trails as a birthday present for John Lennon. Unfortunately, Joplin died 3 days later.
Now,
So,
I'm wondering if that's the Happy Trails song from the Roy Rogers TV show. Happy
uh,
Trails to you
yeah.
until we meet
Mhm.
again. Not in my range there. Roy
Mhm.
Rogers and Dale Evans. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and let's move ahead to 1971. I think I've got them in order now. John Lennon's album Imagine is certified gold on the same day that Walt Disney World opened in
That's
Florida. Have you
cool.
ever been to Walt Disney World?
Of course, it was a nice road trip for 8 hours in the back of the Buick down to Orlando for sure.
We don't want to know who was in the front of the Buick.
Yeah, it was me by myself and my parents going for a great week in,
Oh.
in Orlando.
Oh, did you ever go
Uh,
to Epcot?
of course, yeah, Tomorrowland. I rode that thing around and looked at all the cool stuff. We're
Yeah.
all still working for Tomorrowland.
Yeah, yeah, this is true. We're all in Tomorrowland. I went with my daughter and my mother-in-law at the time was living in Florida, and I was visiting my parents in another part of Florida, and she said, "Come take the train up," which was an interesting trip in itself. And she met us there at Disney World and treated us to 3 or 4 days at the park and
Mhm,
Epcot. It was an
mhm.
absolutely lovely trip, and I saw the back roads of Florida that I had never seen before. That was quite an interesting trip. Let me move ahead to you're the one next one. You've got
Yep,
70.
that's me. Yeah. 1972, David Bowie performed at the Music Hall in Boston
I
today.
think that was probably a very iconic moment because it's in my list, so it had to be.
I'm sure he looked good for the
In
role.
1982, in Tokyo, Sony introduced the first digital compact disc player. Woohoo! CDs.
Nice.
It sold for 650. That means if you had $650 for the first CD player in 82, you could have almost afforded a Model T
A
in
Model T.
1908 for $825. I think it
Yeah,
would work in reverse, though. I think if you had the 825 in 1908, you
you'd be
would be able to
good.
afford two CD players in 82. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
rescue
that's
me.
quite, it's wild. 82, it seems awfully early for a CD, but that's pretty cool. Interesting.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
1983, Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart, written by Jim Steinman, hits number one in the US, making her the first Welsh singer to be top of the charts.
Did you know that Bonnie Tyler was Welsh?
I did not actually, and I couldn't think of a next Welsh singer when I saw that fact. I
I
was
can't.
trying to think of
Well,
where
wasn't
else.
Tom Jones Welsh?
If you say so, absolutely.
Oh, this is getting really scary. Okay, let's go to 1991. You may remember this, the world's most valuable golf glove. What? The
Mm.
original crystal-studded glove that Michael Jackson wore. What a glove. Was stolen from the Motown Museum in Detroit. How dare they? It was such a big deal that MC Hammer set up a phone line and offered a 50,000. Now listen, if it was
Wow.
that iconic, 50,000 doesn't seem like much of a reward between,
Hmm.
but it's
It
just a
was a
glove.
golf glove. Yeah.
It was a golf club. 50,000 reward, but the police found the glove anyway, and MC Hammer saved his 50 grand.
Interesting.
So there you go.
Interesting. How about that?
And
All right, let's do the last one here. 2008, October 1st, Tina Turner leaves semi-retirement and launched her Tina 50th anniversary tour. It's amazing to
yeah,
believe that was in '08, so many years ago now.
isn't it? It's really amazing. We just lost her, I think, last year, and
Mhm.
she really left her mark in so many ways. Saucy dame. What a truly saucy dame. So let's go on to celebrity birthdays now. We have a couple who are alive and a couple who are in memoriam. So we're going to start out with the live ones. I thought that was a polite thing to do. Today, Dame Julie Andrews is 90 years old, English actress, singer, and author, one of the biggest box office draws of the 1960s. She's received the SAG Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award in 2007, and Queen Elizabeth II, I don't know if you call it knighted her, but she made her a Dame of the British Empire. That's a DBE. In 2000, the New Year's honors, and they spell honors with a U. Aaron, Honours. That's how
Much
you
more
know.
honorable. Hmm.
And Julie Andrews was billed as Britain's youngest prima donna. She starred in the Broadway musicals My Fair Lady in 1956 as Eliza Doolittle. Wow. And in Camelot 4 years later in 1960 as Queen Guinevere. She made her film debut. Well, everybody knows Mary Poppins, the nanny with the umbrella coming down the chimney and flying around. She was Mary Poppins, and she won, of course, thank goodness, the Oscar for Best Actress. She also starred the next year. I don't think she was busy enough, Aaron. She starred in The Sound of Music, and she played Maria von Trapp. What an iconic role as well. She also collaborated with comedian and actress Carol Burnett on TV specials in the 60s, 70s, and late 80s. And this is where I'm most familiar with her recently. Oh, she also did these are a few of my favorite things, and there's a urban legend that there was another version of it, a very funny version going around that she never said. But here's the deal. In 2020, she started doing the voiceovers for Lady Whistledown in the
Hmm.
Netflix series Bridgerton. And you hear this voice and you say, who is that? I know that voice.
No.
It's Julie Andrews. Apparently, the series, I hope, has been renewed. It's very interesting, a period piece. And she just does a wonderful job. She co-authored children's books with her daughter and two autobiographies. Happy birthday to Dame Julie Andrews. You certainly had quite a run. Keep on going, lady. I hear she can't sing anymore, though. I think she had a
Mm.
problem with her vocal cords. So who have you got another birthday for
Yeah,
us?
I tried to connect the hills are alive somehow to Randy Quaid, who's age 75. I couldn't do it. I'm sure Kevin Bacon's in the middle of that. But we'll go Randy Quaid, age 75 today. American actor whose portrayal of President Lyndon Johnson. I was just in Johnsonville yesterday, in where he's
Really?
from. In LBJ, the early years, 1987, earned a Golden Globe. In 2018, he played Gordon in the movie All You Can Eat. He appeared in the films A Streetcar Named Desire in 1984,
Really?
Elvis in 2005. He won a Golden Globe for
I
playing
like that one. I
Cousin.
like the other one better.
He won a Golden Globe for playing Cousin Eddie in the National Lampoon's Vacation movies, which we all have to watch every Christmas. He has over 110 acting credits throughout his career. Pre-fame, prior to becoming famous in the screen world, on a whim, he took a high school class in drama, but didn't expect to enjoy the lectures. After the third day, he was captivated by the course and decided to make acting his professional goal. While studying acting at the University of Houston, he was discovered by director Peter Bogdanovich
Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich and played
Yes.
a small role in his film The Last Picture Show.
Sybil
Randy
Shepherd
Quaid,
was in that too. Wow. Do you have a favorite
cousin.
Randy Quaid movie, Aaron?
Didn't he do an awesome baseball movie about the arm? Or oh man, I think he did. I was trying to think of that when I saw it,
Something,
but yeah,
something,
a
something.
comeback baseball player. I'm gonna think of by end of this, and I'll yell it
The
out. It'll
Good
make
News,
no sense.
Bad News Bears, one of those kinds of
He might have
things.
been in that too. Yeah, no, I think this was maybe in the early 2000s where he
Okay,
came. Yeah,
we'll
I might
find
be
it.
getting that
That's your
wrong.
homework assignment. You'll come
Okay,
back and
well,
we'll do
we'll
it.
work
Yeah,
hard.
you could do it on Friday, and I have a co-host on Friday. You'll come back and we'll remember Randy. Happy birthday, Randy
Happy
Quaid!
birthday, Randy.
And also a younger actor, Zach Galifianakis, is 56 today. Actor, comedian known for his film role as Alan in the Hangover trilogy, 2009 to 2013. On TV, he starred in the FX series Baskets and hosted Funny or Die talk show Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. Nice of him to get his nice, interesting, hard to pronounce name in the title there. His other films include Due Date, It's Kind of a Funny Story, The Campaign, and Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance in 2014. He also voiced characters in the animated films Puss in Boots 2011, the Lego Batman movie, really? 2017, Bob's Burger movie, really? In 2022, Thelma the Unicorn, never saw that one. That was just last year. And this year, the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch. And I need to put on some applause music. Let me see if I can get this going here. That's for the happy birthday people. Okay, kids. All right. All right. Calm down. All right. All right. Good. They got tired. I let them clap for a while. Now we've got some in memoriam birthdays. Why don't you start us off?
Yes, so certainly somebody we all loved watching, and I think Grumpy Old Men. I'll wait till I read there. But Walter Matthau, born 1920, passed on in 2000, 79 years old at the time on October 1st. He's an American actor known for his hangdog face. He does kind of look
Hmm.
like a basset
Hmm.
hound, and for playing the world-weary characters. He starred in 10 films with real-life friend Jack Lemmon, including The Odd Couple in 1968 and Grumpy Old Men, there it is, in
There you are.
1993. One of Hollywood's most successful pairings, Matthau won an Academy Award, two BAFTA Awards, and two Tony Awards. On Broadway, he originated the role of Oscar Madison in
Yes.
1965 in The Odd Couple
Yes.
by playwright Neil Simon, winning a Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in the Play. He won a Best Supporting Actor Oscar, a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for the Billy Wilder film The Fortune Cookie in
Hmm.
1966. He also appeared in The Sunshine Boys in 1975 and portrayed the coach of the hapless little league team that we all love, the Bad News Bears, in 1976. In 1982, Mathau received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, so you can go see him there now.
Now, Aaron, look at
Yeah.
the list. Look at what he did. He was in 1975, he was in a movie. 1976, he was in a movie. He did 10 movies with Jack Lemmon. He was Oscar Madison in Broadway in 65. He was in The Fortune Cookie in 66. The amount of work some of these iconic stars get. I mean, you and I have non-Hollywood jobs, and we complain, boy, do I have a lot of conference calls this week, or
Uh,
wow, I have to put together 3 reports, or I got to write a white paper. And these
uh,
people are learning scripts, they're traveling for film, they are being directed by
Putting it
someone,
out there.
they're
Yeah.
getting out there, and they're spending a good part of a year in a movie that's released the following year, and one after the other. Just quite
Yes.
amazing.
No,
And
and when you think of it, that's the guy with that face, right? I mean, that's what we it takes
yeah,
a while to pull it all back up.
yeah.
Isn't
And
that
when
wild?
Randy Quaid, you read about Randy Quaid, and he took a class in drama, and he said, "I'm not going to like this." And he said, 3 days later, three's a charm.
I'm
Wow, I
in.
think I'll do this for my living. And he
Mm.
did. Wow, that's amazing to me. It's an interesting life. We won't get into too much of that. We have another in memoriam. I've got one, then you've got one. Tom Bosley. Oh my goodness, he was the dad, Howard Cunningham on ABC TV's Happy Days. Da, 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 Happy Days, 1974 to 84. It was only 11 years. I thought it was longer.
Mm.
TV personality, entertainer. He voiced the lead character, Harry Boyle, in the animated series Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. I didn't see that. And he narrated the syndicated film history documentary series That's Hollywood. I haven't seen that, but I should. He played, people might remember the sheriff, Amos Tupper, in Angela Lansbury's CBS mystery series Murder, She Wrote. That I saw a lot of those. And he played the title character in the NBC ABC series. It must have switched channels.
Mm.
Father Dowling Mysteries from 1989 to 91. Doesn't sound like it was on the air long. Tom Bosley, we really enjoyed you. Okay, you're next, Aaron. Who've you got?
Okay, so we're going, I guess, back over. We did Welsh. Now we're going to do Irish actor and singer Richard Harris, 1930 to 2002, 72 years old on October 1st here. In 2020, he was the number three on the Irish Times list of greatest Ireland's film actors. So there you go. He's on that list big. Harris's 1968 recording of Jimmy Webb's song MacArthur Park was the number one singing hit in Australia, Jamaica, and Canada, and a top 10 hit in the UK, Ireland, and the US. So I think it's pretty good coverage across
Not
diverse
bad.
audiences.
That's global.
He played Albus Dumbledore in the first two Harry Potter films, in The Philosopher's Stone in 2001 and Chamber of Secrets in 2002. And I think we all really missed him when he wasn't there after that.
Yeah.
That was his final film role. He hesitated to take the role of Dumbledore due to the multi-film commitment and his declining health, but his 11-year-old granddaughter threatened to never speak to him again if he did not take it. And that was very wise advice. In
Yes.
2001, he expressed his
Mm.
concern that his association with Harry Potter films would outshine the rest of his career because you see, I just don't remember, be remembered for being in those bloody films, and that I'm afraid it's going to happen to me. He played
Oh,
Marcus Aurelius in The Gladiator, which just got revived recently, and we saw a
yeah.
lot of those cutbacks. And Ab Faria in The Count of Monte Cristo in 2002. The film Cana,
Yep.
Cana,
Close
The
enough.
Prophecy in 2003, for which he voiced the character Opaz, was dedicated to him posthumously.
Oh my goodness. And I have a story to tell you. MacArthur Park. Donna Summer recorded what she called the MacArthur Park Suite, which was, I believe, a cover of his MacArthur Park. You know, the da da da, the rain and the drip, icing's dripping in the rain, and blah blah blah. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, she did better with her cover on the U.S. charts than he
Really?
did. Yes, her song went higher. And I was a disco dancer, a performer, and a teacher back in the day when I was living in Oregon, Eugene,
Hmm.
Oregon. And my partner Michael and I entered a Disco Hawaii contest, Aaron. And
Okay.
we did it to the part of the MacArthur Park Suite. The song was called Heaven Knows. Heaven knows just how much I love you. And we had hand sewn outfits with blue hammered silk, and I had a black skirt that was a 360-degree circle that tied at the waist with a bow. And when
Mm.
he spun me, the skirt went out into a complete 360 circle.
Mm.
We came from opposite sides of the dance floor in this at the hotel. The nightclub was called the Copacabana. It wasn't the one
Okay.
in New York. I've been there, but this
The
was the
Eugene,
Copa in
Oregon.
Eugene. That's right, but it still was a Copa.
Uh-huh.
And we came in, da, 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 da. We danced toward each other. I had fishnet stockings. I was about 97 pounds. I was very liftable, and he lifted me a
Mm.
lot. And we came in, and then he lifted me up over his head, spun me around just like Saturday Night Fever, and then he did the death drop to the floor. I was about 6 inches off the floor with the skirt forming a perfect, and then he set me on my feet, and we did our routine. We didn't know that the woman who won first place owned her own dance studio. We thought it was an amateur contest, and they let a pro in. But we came in third, and we just
Nice.
had a so heaven knows from Donna Summer's cover of Richard Harris's MacArthur Park Suite is always meant a lot to me. I'm going to play a different track for these. I'm going to smile and laugh in appreciation, but not mocking. That's for all the joy they've given us, all of these people in memoriam. Thank you very much. Okay, they deserve that. I love my sound effects.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go to social media stars. This is an interesting list. We have a young, very young lady. She's 16 years old today. Her name is Alexity, Alexity, like alacrity or spontaneity. She added the ITY. She's 16. Happy birthday, Alexity. 4.3 million subscribers. Why is she here? That's because she has a lot of subscribers. She's a Spanish YouTube star who posts original dance choreography tutorials with her aunt, Brenda Dee. She also has her own clothing line at 16.
Wow.
Does your daughter have her own clothes? I didn't mean to ask.
No.
And she has a series of books about herself, and she's an ambassador for Nike. 16 years old. What are we?
Happy birthday.
What are we not? What are,
What's she
what
gonna
are
do by
we?
17?
What are we not doing? What are we not doing? Okay, you've got the next one.
Okay, so TikTok star Damien Apice.
Whatever you
He's
want.
21 years old today with 2.1 million followers, 133 million likes. So a
How
lot of
many?
people
Wait,
have been
how many likes?
133 million, which seems pretty high to me from all of this, right? That's
Not
huge.
really. I've had some birthday people past couple weeks who had 1 billion
Okay.
views.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, one of the bigger ones on my list here that I learned about. Social
Okay.
media personality who posts comedy videos where he gets his body waxed. That's a lot of people liking a waxing. On his January 19th, 2021 comedy TikTok involved waxing his forehead, which got 38.3 million views. Did it get one from you, Bonnie? I don't know.
No, but there was another part of his body he was waxing that I didn't put in there because I didn't want you to have to say it. So we'll just leave it
I
alone. It's
appreciate leaving it alone for me.
upper half,
Yep,
nothing.
yep.
Yeah, upper
Forehead
half.
safe. Yep.
Yeah, I just edited that out. Let's move on. Instagram, Mario Didivanovic. Dedivanovic. He is 42. We have a grown up here, Aaron.
I
Amazing.
like it.
14 million plus subscribers, one of the most sought after makeup artists. He has celebrity clientele. He's an ambassador for Anastasia Beverly Hills. He has his own training program called The Master Class. He appeared on Lifetime TV series Glam Masters. You see my voice lowers when I'm getting very serious here. He's had partnerships with CoverGirl and Marc Jacobs and Laura Mercier. So happy birthday to Mario.
Birthday
Maybe he could
Mario.
come and I hope he likes my new lipstick. I got a brand new lipstick for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show. Okay.
I
All right.
like
You
it. I
go.
like it. All right. So Luca Gervaisi, he turned 37 today with 700,000 followers, 4 million likes for one video. He's the owner of a territorial cat. I really can't believe I'm reading this. A territorial cat
That's why
who
I
is
gave it to you.
who
I
is
kept
obsessed with him and wrote a book in 2023 titled The Seven Lives with You, Beline, the cat who changed my life. That was the entire title. He left his job in 2022 to focus on his work as a content creator because clearly he's mastered it with this cat. And one of his most popular comedian Instagram reels with his cat has 4 million likes. So evidently, cat content wins.
I thought you would enjoy that so much.
Thank
That's
you.
why I gave I put your name on that one in the list. I couldn't bear to do it myself.
You know me so well.
I do. I've only met you once before. I told you I met you at the
Nailed it.
parking lot. There you go. And we have another
Uh,
YouTube birthday, Nathaniel Drew, Drew, as in draw and past tense Drew. He's 29. We got some grown-ups here because Alexity was only 16. Wow. Anyway, Nathaniel is 29 today, 1.7 million followers and 9 million views of one video. And this is interesting. He creates vlogs. He creates travel and language learning videos. He did a video, Aaron, where he talked in 5 different languages with his grandma. Now, I don't know what her native language was. He got 9 million views talking languages with his grandma. We don't know whether she responded or not. And I thought this was interesting. In 2019, he posted a video where he recreated Leonardo da Vinci's daily routine. How would he know?
I honestly, I might would click. I don't know that I clicked on the cats, but I am curious about what Da Vinci did every day.
Well, you got to know it so you can go
Yeah.
follow him for goodness sake.
There we
And
go.
you're going to start us off with National Fire Pup Day, the first
We're
of our wacky
staying.
holidays. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
so generous to you. I gave you all the good ones.
You gave me the animal. I like the pets. This is
Good,
good. So in the
good.
1700s, wealthy noblemen used so-called carriage or coach dogs to protect themselves. I guess the highway robbers and stuff out
Yeah, of
there.
course.
But their processions on their long treks through bandit-infested territories. All right. So down,
Terrestrial piracy. Pirate,
yeah, yeah, back in the
same
day,
thing.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you're there, they can take it.
yeah.
So Dalmatians proved, I was just fascinated it was the Dalmatians because these Dalmatians show up in this story, but Dalmatians proved to be especially adept at this task. But many different breeds did it as well, obviously. And many pups also participated in the search and rescue missions in post-fire. So Fire Pup Day.
I didn't know that dogs were involved in the rescues too.
Mhm.
Let's move ahead 100 years or so, a century to the 1800s, when fire departments started using horse-drawn fire carriages. Dalmatians ran alongside or stayed. I hope they didn't make them run the whole way, since they did a calming effect on the horses. Isn't that interesting?
Interesting. That's why the
Wonder if there was
Dalmatians.
some whispering. Do you think
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Trigger, calm down. We got to go to the fire, but
Yeah.
don't get all tired out now. Okay, I'll try my best.
Uh,
Nay. You hear the horse saying nay?
I
I
heard
know.
it. I heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, let's moving along with the fires, right? And the Dalmatians. So, as in the 2000s, as firefighting techniques became more modernized, fire departments began using Dalmatians and other dogs and pups as resident mascots. I like saying the Dalmatians' indigenous habitat is a firehouse. That just feels good to see one there. But as addition to serving companions, they did with the guard dogs and assisted with community outreach and made it very approachable for children on those fire days when you'd go and visit the fire station.
Happy, happy Fire Pup Day. And I have an edible day now. It is National Kale Day. Before I start, I have to ask, what's your favorite kale dish, or do you have one?
The HEB here in town makes a kale pepita salad that I eat at least once a week. So I do enjoy that with my
Well,
salmon, oddly
wait,
enough.
is the kale natural or normal? Is it fresh or is it toasted or baked or what do they do
I
with it?
think it's just fresh and dressing. It's a straight up salad. So maybe I didn't get a very interesting one, but it's about the only kale I consume with
Good. Well,
regularity.
I'll tell you, I once got a recipe for It was roasted or toasted, and you put it into, I think, the microwave to dry it out, and it becomes crispy, almost like
Mm-hmm.
little not crinkle fries, but like potato chips.
Hmm.
And it burned and lit the microwave on fire. So I
It was a
don't,
good idea until
it
maybe
sounded
air
good.
fries will better. We'll
Sounded
try.
good in the recipe, but
Uh,
I got to get my air fryers in the garage. So in 2000 BC, all the way back before Aaron and I even knew what we were going to be in life, kale was cultivated for food as the first time in Asia Minor, or maybe I should say Asia Minor, and the Eastern Mediterranean. So good for them. And what happened next, Aaron?
Yes, somehow they knew what they were growing in 2000 BC, but as well in 400 BC, cabbage variants with curly leaves were in supply in 400 BC Greece, along with flat-leafed ones. So I guess they had two types of cabbages, a flat and curly. Romans called it Sabellian. I don't know how the Romans pronounced it, but they called it Sabellian kale.
I just heard from the Romans, they said you could say it either way.
Either way,
Okay,
yeah,
they're
it
happy
depends
with
on who you're
that.
talking, North or South Rome. Yeah.
And then we're moving into the more modern times, 1300s. Records in Britain highlight, and this wasn't records, playing records.
Mhm.
This is recorded knowledge in Britain highlights the differences between what you were talking about, loose leaf kale and hard-headed cabbage. I've heard there's some songs about hard-headed somebody, a woman's name, but I didn't know there was hard-headed
Good
anyway.
cabbage. Yeah,
Okay.
well, I don't know if the menu's gotten much better in Britain since then. Hopefully it has. But in 1800s, Russian traders introduced kale to Canada and the United States. So we finally get our stab at it. And David Fairchild, a USDA botanist, brings kale from Croatia to America. So I guess it's coming in from different directions.
Yeah.
Although David hated the cabbage. So I don't know why he brought it. It seems like it'd be hard to bring something you hate, but he chose to bring it anyway. He brought the kale over.
Can you see what they said at the airport? It's live. You
Uh,
can't bring it in. I hate
you
it, but
don't have to bring it.
my mother
TSA
wants to,
free.
I want to become famous and bring it here from Croatia, so
Uh,
let me in. In 1945, during World War II, the Dig for Victory campaign promoted kale cultivation. That's K for kale and C for cultivation, just so you know, in Britain, because it provided crucial nutrients lacking from meals due to rationing and maybe not great cooking in Britain. We know.
Yeah, dark leafy green vegetables, right? We're still supposed to eat those. And evidently 45 you were.
Yeah, go.
Oh, 1992 kale was used for as a typical for decoration. I think there were a lot of like plates that had you put your meat on the kale and you throw the kale away, right? But it was a edible food that was mostly decoration back then, and now it's just rich nutritional values.
You are right. I didn't realize that. That leafy stuff on the plate
Yeah.
was,
You'd have a good macaroni and cheese surrounded by some green stuff that you had to get rid of very quickly to enjoy it. Yep, that
especially
was
when
it.
the creamy sauce dripped on it and it was like nuts. So in 2010s, they're not specific. National Kale Day we're celebrating today was founded by Chef Jennifer Iserloh, Iserloh, and Dr. Drew Ramsey. I don't know what he was a doctor of, to celebrate the healthy benefits of kale and its culinary applications. That's the end of our day. Aaron, would you like to come back and do another one with me? You were
Yeah,
absolutely
this was fun. Yeah,
delightful. Let's
I
play the
learned a little
music.
bit.
We're going to say, I did too. Here we go. Dance with me. Bonnie D and Aaron A. It's an alphabet made in heaven. Happy birthday. Your day. Very special. Shine. Smile. Thank you, Aaron. This was just delightful. I'm thrilled to have you.